Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. I understand that as a content creator, it sometimes behooves me to exaggerate and say, this is the best ever. And use those types of phrases and words because I want you guys to be excited, okay? And sometimes I have a tendency to get a little bit out of hand. But I am being honest with you when I say, this is one of the most ridiculous games I've ever shown to you. And this is also one of the most ridiculous games I've ever played. So in the blue, we have myself. Okay, I'm playing as the Mongols. And I'm playing as the Mongols because I noticed that my opponent on this little website we have that tracks the top players was going to be Beery. And Beery, he may or may not have a legend video already. If there's no Legend of Beery video, you could put coming soon on the screen here, Hardy. But basically, he deserves a legend video. He will have a legend video. This dude has found really unique ways to play the game. He was in my most annoying player of 2022 video, but he's just so fun. Okay, not really that fun to play against, really fun to watch. Okay, so he is here in the gray. This might be the first time in a 1v1 I've had gray and not changed it. I actually can't. My internet went out. There's apparently been a fire, not at my house, but somewhere. I don't know. I've only heard details from neighbors. I have no internet, and Capture Age can't pick up on Beery's name, and if Beery's name isn't at the bottom right, I can't click it to change the color. So I apologize. He picks gray because he wants it to be difficult for people to see him. So yeah, I guess it kind of works. But anyways, so there's this thing, and man, I really hope I remember to get all the videos together, okay? There's this strategy, okay, that has been becoming more and more common at a high level. And I'm not really sure exactly where it started. But I know for Beery, he's been playing Mongols for years. And typically what he would do, like the Beery meta, was to go for man-at-arms and then forward villagers, tower you, make archers, make it really messy, and try and kill you in Feudal, okay? And people got used to that. And I told him, I was like, listen, dude, people are going to brace themselves for a really fast attack. I want you to trick people and then just start going fast castle. So they're sitting around at their base and they're just like, where is he? And then before they realize and come to your base, you're already in Castle Age, okay? I told him that. He told me he'd been tricking people, okay? And then I've seen some of his recent games. So I get a game against him and I say, I know your plan. And he says man-at-arm forward because that's his old thing. And he wants to trick me. But I knew he was going to try something different here. So I mean, we're just talking smack, really. But I said, no, your other plan, I read you like a book. All right? By the way, I think my internet might have come back on. Because I had things load up on my other screen. I'm not really sure. If Capture Age glitches out on us, I apologize. So I was thinking Fast Castle originally from him. That was what was going on in my brain. I honestly thought about trying to do it myself. I was like, man, maybe I could just go Fast Castle. But I don't know how to do it. Like, I'm going to make some videos about it. I'm going to show you guys. It's not too hard, but I hadn't practiced it. And plus, if he's done it 1,000 times and I'm doing it for the first time, who do you think's better at it, right? Probably him. So anyways, I see the barracks. And he says, I told you, as if to be like, see, I was being truthful. And so, yeah, it got me thinking, okay, he's going to play into Feudal Age, which is what he's going to do. He's going to make some militia. And I'm expecting additional militia, and I'm expecting some man-at-arms. Now, at this point, my scout's 25 HP, his scout's 27 HP. I didn't know if I'd be Feudal Age faster or not. I was hoping so. Typically, you are if you're not making the militia. So I'm really hoping to time my hits here because I want to kill his scout. I'm going to be going scouts at home. I'm going up quite quick here. Now we got a hit against me. I hit Feudal and attack right after I hit Feudal, which is awesome. Now we're both at 17 HP. And I'm still really thinking, man, if I could get some hits on that scout, that'd be so nice. Please, can I get some hits on the scout, Beery? Please, hits on the scout, please. This isn't the exciting part of the game, but trust me, this is ridiculous. Can I hit the scout, please? Scout? No? Okay, he's going to hit Feudal. So now I know that's coming. So again, he would normally go man-at-arms, and then he would forward. You notice, got 4 on gold. He doesn't even have the wood. to be able to do too much. But here's my stable. I'm going to be making more scouts. I saw he had 4 on gold, and I saw it was just 2 militia. And I'm being honest when I say, because I could lie and act like my game sense was you know, better than it really was. I knew he was going to mark it. I knew it. All right? Because what it is, it's like, it's a fake, man. I have other videos stocked up with him. You normally expect a lot of pressure behind this. He is not going to pressure in the freaking slightest, guys. So he doesn't get any eco upgrades. He's just banking up some gold. This game is going to be ridiculous. Now, Beery has played with Mongols thousands of times. I have lost to Beery many times. And I'm currently trying to rank up and get more rank for Titans League, because I am going to play in that and try and qualify, and we'll see how all that goes, and I need to get good seeding. But anyways, fortunately for us, he didn't have the walls down, and we're able to find some extremely valuable villager picks. We're able to kill 1. I kind of missed Micro this year. I thought I had killed her already, but it's 2, and now it's 3, and could even end up being a 4th if I'm able to block this one. And he doesn't have gold. So his strat is kind of screwed, right? In fact, it's very screwed at the moment. We kill 3 villagers, and I know he'll go spear defense. So I've got to keep making more scouts, and I've got to somehow get some archers across the field. So we're going to go archer range, and we're going to go onto that gold. Looking for damage here, not finding any. Saw the market and just knew he's going to try and go Castle Age. I'm bringing more of my scouts forward, heading back to that gold because the gold's super important for this type of strat. Did take an unnecessary hit here, but again, this is really intense stuff. Also is being super annoying with the militia, too. Like, that was... I guess he had nothing else to micro, and he is a really fast player, but still. Props to him for that. I was happy just to trade my spearmen away there because I actually got pop-capped for a second. So we killed 3 villagers. The KD is 4-4. And he knows now that I've gone for the archer range. So he's going to go for the tower on the gold. If aspects of the game goes better for him, he will just sell his stone. He won't even tower. But the fact that I'm going to have archers means that if he didn't have anything here beyond... If he just had the spearman, he would be dead. I just killed the 4th villager, by the way. If I'm up against anybody else, this game is just over. Or maybe it says a lot about the strat. I don't know. But I'm thinking he might be on the way to Castle Age soon. And I've got these scouts. And I've got archers headed forward. But I can't really pressure now that there's a tower. And now I'm thinking about the berries. So unbeknownst to me, he's already walled this area. And I'm really thinking that I need to do more damage against him. I think it's the right play. Like, I think what I'm doing is correct. But anyways, whether or not it's correct or not, because I've already killed 4 villagers, let me just tell you, this makes the game all the more entertaining. Because the strategy that he's going for is step lancers. And I've played against it. I've died to it many times. And there's a bit of a trend right now. So I just figured I've got to take him off that gold. Hard to do so, obviously, if he has a tower there. It was a really good tower spot. But I'm able to fit a tower here, which would deny the gold on this side. So this does force him to buy some stone. So he places another tower. And I'm looking to pounce. I'm up to 6 scouts. I've got 5 archers. I've got so much army. We've got more villagers. And so now I engage. I'm like, give me some villager kills. But I don't want to lose the scouts. Back away, back away. Careful, careful, careful. And my tower's up. All right, so 5 villagers are inside. He's still able to take gold from over here. But it's not easy for him. And he sees my scouts leave, so now he's going to come in. But this is pretty good for me. Because I'm able to sit my archers right outside the range of his tower. And he's scrambling. Like, I'm thinking the game's over right now, honestly. I killed 4 villagers. I didn't lose a single one. I'm denying his gold. We've got good army presence. This should be good for us. However, he could shoot down this tower, obviously. He is on the way to Castle Age. I'm not anywhere close. The scouts are on the prowl. I still see there's villagers on gold. I don't like that. We have to repair. I put 2 archers in there, which actually made it more awkward for me. You think it's just better to throw the archers in there, but then what do you repair with? Then I had to just keep trying to pull vills. I tried to garrison her, and I couldn't. So I was like, okay, let's not make that mistake again. Like, my eco is pretty good. I'm going to mark it as well. And I noticed the spears are weak, so I dive. So I figured, okay, we take him off of gold. Now he's got to be up to Castle Age. Take him off of gold. We win this game right here. Let's go. So I dive with my scouts. Didn't help all that much against the tower, to be honest. But it adds some craziness to the situation. Does an excellent job keeping his villas alive. And I'm just like, this isn't enough. This isn't enough. He's going to be able to make a couple step lancers and micro them against me forever because they have 1 range. I don't have anything that can do that in Feudal Age. I'm going to die. I need to do more. I need to do it for the people of YouTube. So let's go. We're going to bring the boys. Let's go. We're bringing the vills. We got the scouts still trying. We got the tower fire. We got these vills running in as well. I don't even remember how much I lose here, if I lose anything. The goal is to take him off of gold. If we take him off of gold, we can win this game. And we end up taking him off of gold. We did lose 1 villager there. But he's completely off of gold. He could make a couple step lancers. But now I have 8 villagers forward. I don't know what to do with them. So anyways, this is his point of view, okay? This is what he can see. And he just YOLOs everything onto this gold. And he's obviously going to be looking for some damage with the step lancers. So the thing that people have picked up on with the step lancers, and they're really good with the Mongols because they have more HP. But they've really figured out how to micro with that 1 tile range. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? I didn't win yet. So now I've got tons of gold. And I'm going to try and buy food to go up to the next stage. But I've got to add spears. Sorry I didn't show it. But he was able to kill 2 villagers there. And there go those freaking step lancers. 78 HP before bloodlines. Now, I know he's probably over on that gold. And I'm thinking about going to deny it. Okay? But I've got this to worry about. What I missed, though, is that he's forward with a freaking siege workshop. The step lancers get hit by the spearman. As you can see, the spearman bonus damage is really good. Those are some big hits for me. And there I am with the scout. And I'm like, okay, got it. He's on gold. So here we go. I've got to go hit the gold. So he's panicking. He's like, I need stone. I need a tower. Tower, tower, tower. He needs to get a tower up fast because he can't stop this right now. Meanwhile, his step lancer died. I'm feeling like, okay, we're doing damage. We haven't taken damage. We're good. Even him having to build the tower, it's not the worst because we could always go somewhere else, right? So anyways, there I go. I'm like, all right, let's still pressure. Feudal Age versus Castle Age. Let's go. We've killed a lot of villagers. This is fine. This is completely fine. We're 23 minutes into this game. I've got 9 on food. And those farms are probably about to expire. This eco is bad. But hey, he's not attacking me. Which, again, is really good. And I think, you know, he's not able to. He's not in a position to. Not knowing that he has siege being built up here. Oh, man. Now, you know what I think I should have done? Actually, no. I remember thinking about it in the moment. I wanted to get to the wood. If I can get to the wood, he's in trouble. But if I go this way, I hit the tower. If I go this way, I hit the TC. He didn't even have that many vills. Cute. Oh, I didn't even think about that. He only had 2 vills there. I could have run right by. There wouldn't have been many arrows. Sorry, the gray is adding to some of the confusion here. I hope it's still fine for you guys, because trust me, it's going to get even more confusing. I'm looking around. So I'm thinking I'm all right. I'm thinking it's not too bad. I'm making tons of spears. All he has is step lancers. And uh-oh. Had I known ahead of time, I could have gone to stone to make a couple defensive towers. I had no clue that this was going to happen. And after killing all those villagers early, I'm stuck in Feudal. And this is looking horrible. So, I get desperate. And so, I'm going to try and do damage there. But then I realize that he reacts. I probably shouldn't have done that. And, oh man, there's just idols everywhere. I have no easy way of attacking this. Like, scouts is my best option, but scouts will die to scorpions and step lancers. And here my spearman went on alone, so I've got to head back here. But I still know that he's relying heavily on the market, and he's probably not producing bills. Against these all-in plays where players are, like, they have awful economy to get to a really strong option. The idea is they can't make too much of what they're doing. They have to get extreme value from it. I wasn't able to kill that villager, which is sad. And here I come with spearman and an archer. I feel so dead right now. Scout there, doesn't kill a vill. Still protecting the gold. Here I go. The villagers are really important for him to repair his siege, because if he can repair it back to full health, it's as good as new, right? And oh god, oh, it's so painful. It's so bad. He's got 2 farms, 29 vills. I have 47 vills, but it doesn't feel like I have food. It doesn't feel like I have res because I'm investing into army and villagers all the time. But guess what? I'm not going to have a town center for much longer. There's no possible way for me to stop the siege. I'm hoping that I can find his base, or some damage at his base. But for the time being, he doesn't have to deal with that. And I've got 14 on stone, 7 on food, and 10 on wood. And I'm just like, well, crap. What do I do? And the best thing you can do... Oh, I'm so sorry. We need to show this. The best thing you can do... I preach this to you guys all the time. If something really bad's happening at your base, go to theirs. They may leave your base. They may not send as much more to your base because of it. Just make it messy. And fortunately for us, there was a hole there. And we're able to take him off of wood right now. Now, obviously, he's still not sending a whole lot home. But, hey, that's something. I'm on the wood line. And I can't complain about that too much, as I'm dropping more towers back here. Dropped off Stoneford, and oh, gosh. But a big moment here, guys. I know he's got to be going somewhere with those villagers. I've got decent vision on it, and we spot this. And now he's headed to wood. So we find him. And so, fine, if you refuse to come to your base because you want to kill mine, go ahead. I'm going to kill yours. That's the idea anyways. So my little rinky-dink feudal age army is trying to find kills. Don't find as many kills as I probably should have found. But I was in the process of losing my entire base. I've got 20 on stone right now, and the only thing I could really do with that is build towers. I'm actually selling stone and buying food right now, so I could produce scouts. So the hope was that I could get enough scouts to kill the siege. There's also weird moments where he might possibly run out of wood or gold to repair his mangonels. Anyways, he makes it back here, but my archers are looping back over. And, like, he has no wood to even quick wall. And I've now brought my spearmen home. So you see how we're, like, I'm trying to get him into weird positions. And this is a big moment. We get some kills on the step lancers. We kill one mangonel. We kill the repairville. My scouts are still getting completely wrecked, but that's something. He's at 24 vills. I'm at 49. I haven't had a town center since the 27th minute. I've got... Well, that scout's dead. I've got a stable. I've got 4 archers, 6 spearmen that are about to die, and soon a second scout. He's got 1 mangonel, 4 scorpions, 1 spearman, soon to be 3 step lancers. But, you know, I've just got a lot of towers, which is, like, kind of annoying for him to push, blah, 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 blah. I said, screw a TC. We don't need a TC. We're just going to drop a mill there, take what's left of our beautiful farms. Probably should have put more on wood. I don't know why I have this much on stone. But I didn't see him, you know? I didn't notice him at all. And this is good micro from him, and now my spears are going to die. Now I notice he's coming home. So this is actually a moment where I could breathe a little bit. I was like, really? Okay, so he wants wood again. He wants to be able to take a res. This is how extreme he is. Like, the fact he's just sitting in his TC this whole time. That's how YOLO he plays this. Great micro with the step lancers. So my villagers almost, they're like shell-shocked. They come out of here, they can't believe it. I'm looking for his wood. I haven't seen him on wood forever. I'll realize in a moment that he's probably coming back. Forging wasn't in for me. Armor wasn't in. They were just generic scouts. So, like, upgrades not being in really hurt. And after clearing that up, he's now thinking time to push again. Him having 9 on wood right now is like having 10,000 resources in the bank for any other player. So he's going to try and push again. At this point, I haven't been spending any of my food on vills. I've only been spending it on scouts. It might not look like I'm doing anything, but I am. My eco was in shambles. I'm hoping that this can hold for a bit and that I could maybe mass more scouts. I had no clue, right? Like, I had no clue he only had 26 vills. If I knew the Vill difference was this significant, I would have felt way more confident in this position. But even still, I'm Feudal Age. Like, I have to stay in Feudal Age to survive this. That's the thing. I can't just go Castle, because I'll just get overrun. My TC won't survive. My towers aren't going to stay up. I'm out of stone. And I'm like, well, okay, we're still making scouts. We're trying to find areas to hit while avoiding this. And I have to garrison this tower. I'm going to be off of gold again in a moment. I make another stable. Yeah, the hope for me was still just avoid the main army, find some damage. And we're able to get through here. I don't recall what happens here. I was probably taking losses on the front. I don't think I killed anything. I think I just ran away because I had low HP. Also, he's got a step lancer here. So I need to react there. Villagers start to die. I'm pulling them away. I haven't had a TC for almost 10 minutes now. I'm still trying to find some random kills here. Little doink. Nope, that's not going to be it. All right, stable's going to go down. Archer range is going to go down. And he almost breaks through there, but we get another house, so we're still looking for his wood. But we're losing everything. Ah. Like, his army is just so strong, and it snowballs me with such force. Man, have we used the market, though. Like, look at that, man. That's just the last 10 minutes. Like, the market is our best friend. We had to. So I have more food eco and wood eco than he does. But he has the gold, and he has the army. But I've worked my way up to 10 scouts. We've got 8 here. It's been subtle, because I haven't shown them all to him. But this is my eco. I have not had a town center in a long time. Now, I'm thinking, when is he going to run out of freaking gold? He's got to be running out of gold soon. And if he doesn't have gold, maybe I've got a shot. This is kind of nice. Killing a step lancer, killing a scorpion. But he's reacting here. And I notice it. He's got 1 tile left of gold there. Eventually, he's going to come over to this gold at some point. And I've got vision on it. And the other gold's here. Now, we do have bloodlines. We do have forging. We do have armor. So we have full Feudal Age upgrades on the scouts. But I'm in trouble, man. I'm in trouble. And it's at a point now where I think I know I've been trying to avoid the main engagement, but I feel like I have to. And the problem is, if I engage here, he can then go take the gold in the same moment because he will see all the scouts. So I try and lure some of the steps away. Step lancers are so much better than scouts. We're killing some of the siege, but it's still looking pretty painful, so I've got to bring the rest of my units in here. Trying my best. I've had to make another stable. No, this is just working off of 1 stable. Trying. This guy's a beast. Micro, 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 micro. And I'm just like, oh, I can't fight it. Oh, no, this is so stupid. And then look what he's going to do. Okay, he's showing himself around the gold. I'm like, wait a second. I know I'm dead. So I got to make sure he's dead, too. Let's see. Is he on the gold? Is he on the gold? No, he's not on the gold. Is he on the gold? Can I fight this yet? No stable now. I'm going to lose my mill. I'm waiting for it. He doesn't see me. He's like, oh, what's he doing? He's actually been on stone this entire time. So he has no gold income, no true gold income. I actually think he just clicked villagers over there to get that 300 gold remaining. And I'm just like, what do I do? Do I attack this? I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. Does he kill his own units? No. Did kill that villager, though, with the tower. That's kind of cool. 10 scouts, more stables coming up. Haven't had a TC since the 27th minute. But I'm queuing up more scouts. And he's like, well, you know what? Maybe I can't push double tower here. Maybe I could push his wood here. Honestly, I think he was really paranoid about these scouts. I think he knew that I would eventually swoop in. He thought I had something coming from this side, which I, will. I'm looking to inspect, like, what is the situation here? And saw that he was on stone. But okay. Still massing more scouts here. 42 vills versus 32. What a ridiculous game. We are 44 minutes into this game. No eco upgrades. We are no eco gamers. He even debated a tower there for a second. Because he wants something to protect him if I were to go in. Here I go. So when I would come in, I see he's clicking back there. So I kind of know I'm doing something, but also I'm not finding kills. And it feels really bad. I figured now's probably the time to maybe take some stone. And I'm not letting him get to the gold. But now he's going to push from this angle. Which is an angle I don't have the double tower. Which is what he seemed to be scared of. He did have 3 mangoes. I think he could have pushed it here, honestly. Giving me up this space definitely gave me a better shot. And my scouts here go in and I saw the TC. I was like, no, he's booming. I don't have a TC. He is 2. That's cheating. Let's fight. We got to kill the siege at the very least. Because the step lancers don't have upgrades. Tower fire, spears, scouts, all that stuff in combination could probably be pretty good. Some of my units didn't engage. This is horrible value. But just need to take the siege is what I was thinking. Villagers in there helping. Took the siege. At least we took the crucial siege. The mangonels are out of the picture. I'm going to lose another villager. That's villager number 20 I lose in the game. I've only killed 17 from him. He's producing vills again on 2 TCs. I still don't even have a town center. It's bad. It's really not good. But I've got 15 scouts. And I figured I had to use these scouts right now on the front, or because reacting to this wouldn't be very wise. And my moment arrives. My moment arrives. We've been waiting all freaking game for this, guys. Just for him to take his main gold. Again, there's nothing over here of importance. And here I come. Now, he sees this. We were able to lure the camels away, which was really nice. Like, that was a really big moment for us. Finally get to find some villagers to feast on. And we find a few kills. And when we were about to fall behind in villagers, we deny him gold, so he can't push anymore. He can't even, like, afford camels, for example. And we get in on the wood line here as well. Get another kill. That's not bad. Get another kill. We'll take it. He's down to 30 vills. I'm up to 39, and I have a TC again. Let's go, baby. I might lose my 7th stable here in a second, but I have a TC. Over 3 hours of idle time for both of us in this game. But hey, my idle TC is looking pretty good. Obviously, I didn't have a town center, so kind of had perfect idle TC time at that point, but a stat's a stat. Am I right? Okay, so we've got 26 farms, half of which have farmers. I guess like 18 has farmers. We're going to get back to our golds. He will, unfortunately, complete this town center. But his eco's still a wreck. Like, he doesn't have wood. He can't take gold yet, actually, because he has to shoot this tower down. So that's going to take some time. He's got tons on stone. This is where I think if he... Like, he still has his lancers around, correct? Did he bring them home? Where'd you put your Lancers? This gray color. Okay. I think if he just goes with his Lancers and a bunch of Vills and YOLOs a castle here, I'm screwed, but he doesn't necessarily know that. He lies to me here. I asked him what his pop was because I wanted to believe that I still had a chance, but I still felt kind of dead, especially because it's all the TCs. I was honest with him for what it's worth. Thankfully, he didn't say like 80 something because I might have actually resigned. So if you're going to lie, just lie. Go for the big lie. But holy crap, man. Like, this game's ridiculous. I'm on my way to Castle Age finally. You know, we've got food in Woodico, which he does not. And he's just hoping that the damage he did to me is enough. And this is going to go late game now. And Mongol late game, obviously, very strong. And we are both Mongols. I am very far from late game, as it is currently Feudal Age. That's the thought process. My thought process is kind of like his thought process in early Castle, but with eco behind it. And it's just kill, kill, kill all the time. So I'm trying to find out where he is and what he's doing. And I'm hoping to mass a whole lot of scouts to upgrade to Light Cav and then maybe mix in my own Step Lancers. Because the thing is, Step Lancers don't cost a lot of gold, actually. I know he had a lot of gold, but he was actually just buying food because for a time it's easier to get a spike of food by just buying it than it is to wait for farming eco. That's what these market plays do, is they give you very strong spikes for a limited period of time. So now I'm seeing TC number 4 from him. I do find another Vil pick, though. But he only has 10 on food, right? Doesn't have the wood upgrade. I don't either, for what it's worth. The 45 villagers for him, 44 for me. And he's like, all right, this is my time now. We're just going to make a castle here. We're going to chase down these freaking scouts. It's been awfully quiet from T90, which is great. And we're going to send our army here to protect our castle. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to click the Step Lancers forward. I'd like to go to kill T90 again. Killing T90 is fun. Whoop! Holy crap. We've reached Castle Age at 43 minutes, and we find another valuable engagement. Light Cav upgrades 10 seconds away. And just as he passes our Vil count, we get a bunch of little snipes here. This is something that would definitely fall into the category of avoidable for him if he, you know, just had his army there. Obviously, though, he gave up control, right? He gave up control over the game to fall back into the boom, and I'm trying to do my little dancing now. So he's now 39 villagers versus my 46. He obviously, though, has a castle. Which I do not yet. But, guys, when you see someone's on 4 town centers and you've killed a lot of villagers from them, if they need to prioritize army production, players are always going to prioritize villager production. Like, it feels very unnatural when you've invested into the TCs to not try and get benefit from them. So it's almost always spending food on vills instead of upgrades, or spending wood on farms instead of Mangadai in this case. Like, he is going to make a Mangadai. I don't know how these villagers were just chilling here all game, by the way. How are they not dead? Anyways, we're in it. We're somehow in the game. We didn't have a TC for 20 minutes. 20. We reached Castle Age at 50-something. Anyways, I'm happy to go underneath the TC every now and then. I'm going to act like that was calculated, not me just not being able to control my units. Castle's going to go up for me. I'm thinking Mangadai could be pretty strong. I'm thinking that's what this game's going to be about now, because he already has a castle. And I know it's garrisoned with stuff. Didn't know it was just villagers. We had the Light Cav and then a nice wave of Step Lancers before we switched into the Mangadai, though. So we've got a lot of stuff to work with currently. And there's a lot of different areas for him to be in. But that's why you have the town centers, too. It's almost like for protection. So, Light Cav will go in this way. Again, he garrisons, and then he'll send him back to work here in a moment. We did play very late at night, too. So I think, like, for me, my reactions were quite slow. This is the type of thing. Okay, he's back to work. That wasn't too bad. He has one castle. He's building up towards a second castle. However, I have as many Mangudai as him. Now more. I have 3. You know, we've got upgrades. We've got Bodkinero. We've got Bloodlines for the HP. And I've now gathered up all my army that I had roaming around, just making sure he wasn't anywhere else. And this is just for simplicity in my mind. This is group 1. This is group 2. I saw he was on stone. Headed over here to the stone. He's going to drop another castle here on this hill. I don't know what happened there. But misclick of some sort. All 3 of these TCs are garrison. He has over 5 hours of idle TC time. And now I'm seeing this castle. And I'm like, oh man, that's going to go up. But guys, he hasn't shown any real solid resistance against this. I think he just selected all of his idols to go over here to the farms. My army is kind of waiting. And so really feeling like I have a chance. And if you really think about it, even though I don't have double Bidex yet, I have the lead now, right? I don't have the lead in castles. But in terms of villager efficiency, like look at villager efficiency last minute. You could also see worker efficiency overall here with Capture Age. At averaging 7% more efficient economy. And, you know, he's got the castles, but he doesn't have the army to really protect the villas. And it's really hard to come back in this situation when you've got so many things running around you. And this is where... I didn't have my mic on at the time. I was actually streaming it. We'll see if I could maybe get this up on the Extras channel if you guys want to watch my POV. Obviously, spoilers on what happens, but this is where I'm starting to feel a little bit. I do have ballistics. I'm thinking, okay, we'll take some good engagements. TC fire is really annoying. I didn't realize in the moment that he didn't have fletching, though. I think he really, like, when you go double castle here, I know half of it is just autopilot at this stage of any game. But I think you stop Vil production, and you just prioritize Mangudai production out of the double castle. And Mangudai upgrades. I think if you do that, you start to chip away at these numbers, and then it allows your villagers to live a healthier life, right? I don't know if Beery puts a lot of value into the health of his villagers, to be honest. He sends them forward into my base a lot, and they're in harm's way constantly, but I think that's probably the way here. And I guess he's kind of doing it, right? He's not producing his villas all the time. Actually, maybe he is. But he's trying to mass Mangudai out of both his castles. Hey, over 1 hour, double Bidex. Nikov! That's not bad. Do lose a couple Mangudai here. My main group's over here, and I've got a plan. A risky plan. A plan that might not end up working out. But one that I consider worth it. You see, I think I needed to wait till I had multiple rams. I think going with just one ram is stupid. It's like I always say, don't trickle trap. You shouldn't trickle ram either. Because what they're about to do here is actually, I think, really smart. If I had 3 rams and I sit underneath this castle with all my Mangudai, because players will never have murder holes here. I kill any unit that goes in there to take out the ram. And then the rams are taking out the castle. The problem was, I only had 1 ram. Anyways, I am underneath this castle now. I do have another ram on the way. And what do you know? He's dropping university to try and save his castle. Yeah, I think 3 rams. And I lose 1. And I've had 2 working away at this castle this entire time. And this castle's maybe almost down already. I mean, you need stone, you need some wood or food. I forget which one for murder holes. He had villagers in there. He's trying to use the bills. But there's another ram on the way. He can't click murder holes. And that, my friends, is going to be the conclusion of this game. Ridiculous game. Look at the times. Look at this. It actually feels more real to me. Whoa. It actually feels more real to me when I look at it in the game. Where is it? What? Bro. Oh, man, it's ridiculous. Obviously, for him, he reached Castle Age very early, and there was a cost, right? And the cost was his eco. Sorry for all the folders and whatnot. I've been going through a lot of games tonight. But quick maths here. There was a 30. Is this right? 30? Wait, no. Is this right? 34. 34-minute difference in castle times? And we somehow got the job done? What in the world, man? It was ridiculous. One of the proudest wins I've had, one of the more ridiculous games. He only had 5 researchers that entire game. I do think, though, that there were a lot of instances where I should have died. I do think my economy needed to look a bit better, even under some of that pressure. There was a lot of standing around. One instance where I had 25 on stone and very little on wood. Just really hard to keep your mentality in the game when you're being rushed like that. I also think when he went back, where was it? It was well before this. Okay, I think it was here. It dawned on me while casting it here. Okay, I think here. Honestly, I think if he continues to push this area, I think I'm dead. I would ultimately come in with the scouts and try and clear this, for sure. Right? So maybe I clear it up. And maybe he felt like in this instance, I've done enough and I shouldn't push, because if I continue to try and force the issue, I'll lose everything. And then I'm going to be in the back foot, and then I'm going to have no army control, which is essentially what ends up happening to him anyways. But I do think in that position, I felt super dead. Granted, I would have had more scouts soon after that, but like I wouldn't have had it in that moment. This loop around, I'm not sure if that did it for him. But when we're casting, we see everything, and I obviously know what I was feeling in that moment, so it's very different when you watch it later. Anyways, Beery's insane. The fact that he even got into that position after I killed so many villagers from him was insane. I think me sending the villagers forward in Feudal Age was correct, but I needed to do more damage or something. I don't know. I mean, I took him off gold, but then he just had another gold. Maybe I needed to take him off gold way faster. Maybe the tower needed to come up really early. Like, maybe I don't even wait for the archers. Maybe right here. What, I've got 5 scouts. He's got 2 spears. Oh, he's already building the tower. I honestly don't know. You know what the guy's going to do. He does it anyways, and he's so freaking good at it. Not a player I like to play all the time, but man, oh man, do I like to watch him. And I did say afterwards, I love you to him. And he said, well, you say that now because you beat me, but you wouldn't be saying that if you lost. That's always how it goes. And I was like, well, yeah, not going to lie. You're probably right on that. But I think it's really cool how he's kind of adapting his Mongol build at the very least. And I have some cool videos with him in the future at some point. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Again, my internet went out and I've had a very long day. I probably shouldn't have been recording more. I spent like 10 hours recording stuff today because eventually I'm going to be in Australia for 2.5 weeks, and I'm going to make sure you guys have a video every single day. So I probably pushed a little bit. I hope the commentary was good. I'm a little bit airheady at the moment. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments. Let me know if you've ever had a game like this. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you.